Hello, everybody. Those who are coming in. Hey, Chicky D. How are you, sweetie? Glad that you could join me today. This is going to be a very short live. Those who are in the shadows. Hey, Brooklyn Lady Ellie. How are you, sweetie? Just let a few people come in. This is, hey, Young Riez. This is a very short live. I had someone to hit me up behind. Hey Shay, how are you, sweetie? Hit me up behind the scenes about a particular live that was my name was mentioned, and it was very interesting. I listened to it. Hey, free thinkers. The young lady is Miss Queen Regina. Hey, KD, how are you, sweetie? Thank you for coming. Hey, Melly. Hey, Only. Thank you for coming through. Good to see you, KD. Her name is Queen Regina. She is. She's always been a great supporter. Hey, worldwide of Kwame Brown. She has been in some kind of controversy situations on YouTube. Her name has kind of been ringing for a while now. And she graced her presence one evening on my panel. And, I appreciate everyone for their support, whether it's a like, a view, a cash app. And thank you for the cash apps, by the way, that, I have been given. That has just been a blessing. I appreciate it. Hey, Lon Lon. Um, and this is to Queen Regina, but it's also to anybody. It's also directed to me. Yes, hit the like button. Hey Harley, hey Meal Ticket. So I just wanted to express something to her. Um, when I came on this app, I meant to, hey Queen Regina, and I'm gonna ask you to come up too after I finish. I came on this app, as I always tell y'all, to have a good time. And I ended up in some situations, and I felt like it was time for me to get my own channel because it was a lot of um false narratives spread on me. And one of the people, when I first came on to the Kwame Brown sector, I met was Queen Regina. Queen Regina, I've never had a problem with, even when at first I would go over to um, Skinny's channel, when Kwame Brown was over there. Then when the situation happened where some things were going on with her and people were harassing her at the time, that's when I no longer participated. And I remember that precisely because I really knew that that wasn't right. So I did not engage into the chats after there were some situations that occurred with her name and her number because being put on in the internet. Number one, I am not an advocate of anybody being cyberbullied. Why? Because I've been through it, so I know how it feels. Um, I know how it can tear on you. And I have to say that even though there's some things that have happened, hey, Thug Manning, hey, Realist, even though there's some things that have happened, I am learning. Hey, Deshaun, how are you? I'm learning to mind the business that pays me. Now, we all have opinions. We're grown. We should be able to say what we want to say, but also with that responsibility, sometimes it comes consequences when you do speak how you feel. I like certain people. I can't deny it. And like I was telling you the other day, sometimes your opinions on things can be swayed. And sometimes it's like, okay, well, this is what you believe in. I'm going to say, for me, my channel is not, hey, Candy, my channel is not a beef channel. I don't want to go back and forth with anyone. I try to respect people, and I want my platform to be a place of peace and not of confusion. And I know I'm babbling and I'm just going different places, but just hold on just a second. Let me get my thoughts together. Hey, yours, Mike. Let me get my thoughts together. Um, the good book says, whoever guards his mouth and his tongue keeps his soul from trouble. And when we have opinions, we just have opinions. They're not facts. They're not facts. They're just our opinions. They're how we feel, maybe how we feel at the time or what we see at the time. But sometimes it is best in certain situations to keep your mouth closed. And I want to protect all parties when I say this because my agenda is to bring peace and not confusion. So, to protect everybody's names, those names, and even Miss Regina, there's things that I will not speak on because they don't directly concern me, right? Again, we all have opinions. We're grown. We should be able to state them, and we can. It's just sometimes when you do, there's always consequences. There's always going to be someone that doesn't agree or maybe feels slighted or offended or feel like you've been insensitive. That was not my goal, Miss Regina. Like I said, I want to protect all parties because I really want to respect you guys, everybody that I said, even you. I want to be able to have great relationships or good relationships with people. And hey, Farmer Nancy, hey, Tanya Renee. Um, I want to have great relationships with people. I understand that there's people that you will not be able to get along with. Hey, Worldwide, I don't know if I spoke to you. I don't know if there you can't always get along with people, but I don't want people to feel like I'm trying to be messy and stick my nose into business that doesn't concern me. That is not my agenda. My agenda is to do me and to be able uh to give I would say not give advice because you guys are learning in life, so am I. I'm only telling you what I've learned. So that's what I want my platform to be about. It's not to come against anyone, even the people that have came against me. I don't even want it to be on that. I want my channel to go in a different direction. That is a positive direction. That is a channel that I'm actually uplifting people and not no confusion. Look, I get the point. I'm minding the business that pays me. If it doesn't concern me directly, you will not hear me speak upon it. If I'm giving a reaction on a video, that's a different story. Giving reactions on different videos and different content, you're just reacting to what you are seeing and hearing. But on some situations, just speaking on things, unless we get all the information, and even if we do have enough information, I'm not going to speak on it. I'm just not. I can only go by what really affects me, right? So I got the analogy that Miss Regina said, hey, Captain Wolf, don't cut the grass in Texas almost. It's been raining like crazy down here. But I got the analogies that she said about the other content creator that was coming against me. And I understood what she was saying on that. And that did make sense. So I would say I respect your perspective. I do have my opinions, but it is nothing against you personally. I don't know you personally. I don't even know the other people that I actually like, and I, personally either. So I don't know anybody personally, right? I don't know all of the pain that you have maybe endured. Um I can imagine because of we kind of went through some of the same things, not as much, but I do understand cyberbullying. I understand how it can affect a person's psyche. I understand how it can make a person feel. So I just want to be fair to everyone if I can. There will be some things I say that people will not agree with. I can't please everybody. Hey, Tamika, I'm not trying to, but I do want to be fair. I do want to create peace and not confusion. I have no dog in the fight. I was just giving my opinion at the time. Not to down you, Miss Regina. That wasn't my purpose at all. I think I don't even know what I was talking about at the time, but I was just saying that, basically I was trying to say that, even though, you know, it was certain things that I didn't agree with you on, there's some things that I actually did. And I was like, yeah, she on it. Then again, I do understand it's always about who we like, right? And sometimes it's about what we actually see and what we think is true. So, to be fair, I want you to understand and to know I want to protect. I wish I could protect all of you guys. I like all of you guys. Um, like I said, I support people. I support certain people, and I really want all us to win at the end of the day. Um, we all have a different platform. We all talk about different things, and I want people to win, especially those I rock with. Right? I have no ill will towards you, Miss Regina, and it's not because I don't want to back and forth. Really, I don't. I actually, you took up for me, um, for your own reasons of what you saw at the time, and I appreciate that. So I hope you understand. It's not to kiss anybody's butt because I don't do that. I never have, and I never will. But it is to let you know that when I say things, it's not intentionally to be insensitive or to be hurtful. I'm basically at that time was just going by my opinion, and I was trying to make a point that maybe have came across the wrong way, right? But that was not my intention to hurt you. And when I say that, I say it sincerely, because I understand behind these avatars, we are people at the end of the day. We experience different things, we feel different things, and you know, we just take things differently than maybe what they were meant to be taken as. I hope you understand what I'm saying. I'm going to put the link in the chat, Miss Regina. If you would like to take it, I would appreciate that you would. If you don't, I understand, but I hope you understand where I'm coming from. Okay. So if you would like to hit the link, you can. But if you don't, then I can understand that as well. I just wanted to make it clear that this was not my intention and to hurt anybody, um, to anybody. You know, we feel how we feel, and hey, King Me, and sometimes we speak on things. Okay, Miss Regina, hopefully I can get you up here. Let me see.
Hello.
Hi, Miss Regina. How are you, sweetie?
I'm great, Selena. How are you?
I'm
There's no, ill will. I was just, you know, saying how I felt that
Hmm.
day. That's all. And I
Okay.
still respect you and your opinions, Selena.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, but it, like I said, my goal was not to be insensitive because see, I understand that you did go through a lot at that time. Some of it, a lot of it was unnecessary.
Mm-hmm.
With some of the parties that was going on at the time, so I didn't want to be insensitive to you. I didn't want to be insensitive to anybody. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That was not my goal to be. And when I heard you speak about that incident with concerning another content creator, I understood that perspective. And I
Mm-hmm.
said, you know what? Um, I can understand that. I really can. So I just wanted to let you know that that is definitely not my intention. And I don't even remember because I had so much going. I don't even remember what I was talking about, why I
Right.
made an example.
Right, because it caught me off guard, and it was like, where did that come from? And for
Okay.
me, Selena, you, the victim can hear something different, even though you said something different. You understand what
Okay. I
I'm
got you. I got you. I
saying?
got you.
Okay.
Uh-huh. And that's what I think that you, because I was like, I tried to make it, I tried to, like I keep saying, I wanted to protect all parties. I really did. I wanted to be fair. I really wanted to be fair. But I was just trying to give an analogy to where
Right.
you might not agree with somebody on
Mhm.
everything, but on something, when they speak the truth, it is the truth. And I think that's kind of what I was trying to say. And it maybe came across the wrong way. Because, like I said, we all have opinions, we all have different things. We don't know. Sometimes we're just going by what we see or hear. But I realized the teachable moment that I learned was, and just even with things happening to me, sometimes just sit back and keep your opinions to yourself sometimes. And I think it would be wise for us all, even the people in the chat. Sometimes we have to observe things first before we speak upon things. And then when we do speak upon things, hey, CC, we have to know that there's going to be consequences behind whatever you say, especially on a public forum, right? So I just wanted to make it clear to you that that was not my intention to hurt you or anybody else in that conversation. It was actually to make a comparison or an analogy or something that I was trying to explain, and it may have came across the wrong way. So I asked on that you would humbly accept my apology about if you felt like I was being insensitive to your plight, because that was not my intention.
Oh, I do accept your apology, and I do appreciate this teachable moment and you coming to the platform and talking about it. And I think it will bring a lot of us a different perspective and understanding, because we have to be honest that a lot of this division is caused by others and non-communication. I could just easily
Mm-hmm.
just say, I'm going back over there to Selena, but
You're
that's, I
right.
really like your content. And
Right.
this is something, I love your title, to talk about, because I didn't want to say it that night because I was triggered. And y'all know how Queen is when she triggered.
Yeah.
And I respect you. And I still want you to know in my own way how it felt.
Mm-hmm.
And it could help other victims, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, and that's what you're right. A lot of misunderstandings happen because we don't, and I would say as Black people, don't communicate well. Number one, and we don't. And a lot of times we don't listen. Okay, well, and I think that the reason why I did this because I was hoping that you actually did show up and not have to see the playback, but I wanted you to know I wanted to come and have a conversation because most people don't have conversations. They just go for the head. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? And
Exactly.
that is not the proper way to do everything all the time. Like sometimes a lot of things could be squared away if people would actually talk.
Hmm.
but they don't do that,
I
right?
respect you, and that's why we're talking. And I was hoping, even in what I said, it didn't offend you. And if I did say something, I did. I apologize if I offended you in my reaction, because that was not my intention. It
Hmm.
was just to express how none of us are really friends, but we do come with an understanding of each other.
Correct.
And I want to keep that understanding when I come over, you come over.
Right.
I've
Right.
always liked you.
Right. So,
It
like I
was
said,
the
I've never had a.
me that divided us.
But you know who I actually, because I would even say it in the people's chats that you don't we both don't care too much
Yes.
about. I would always say, well, I got a problem with who.
Yes.
I would always say
Uh-huh.
that. I Even if they were talking about you, I was talking about her.
Mhm.
And nobody can't say nothing different. I always, hey, Uncle L, I always
And
had a
yes.
problem with her.
Mhm.
So
I've
you wasn't
always
even in.
loved your spirit. And
Yeah.
if you don't mind, you would check on me through Instagram, even when I was going through what I was going through.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Mhm.
Because, like I said, I wasn't in. I wasn't trying to get involved with that because, like I said, I knew I was raised by. I was raised by my father, but I was raised by older people. So I just know there's a right and wrong to everything, and like I said, I liked you, and then I liked the other people, and it was just kind of like, wow, this is blowing my mind, and it's like you can't get in the I guess you can't get in the mess of picking sides. Sometimes you just have to just step back and say, I like these people. I like what I see of these people. And I'm just going to step back and be quiet. Because we all um, sometimes say things and, because of what we see or who we like. And we have to just kind of just sit back and say, you know what? I'm not going to speak on anything, really. I'm not going to speak on anything because it's just not the right time. Just let things kind of play out and then you can kind of see the outcome, I would say. And that's just what I've learned. When I read this in Proverbs 21, it's about whoever guards his mouth and his tongue keeps his soul from trouble. It's very true. If a lot more people would watch what they say and kind of do, then it wouldn't be so much problems that we have in this world today. Unfortunately, most people are not ruled by wisdom, but they're ruled by their emotions. And we all have been there. We all have done it. So I just wanted to be clear with you on that and to have a conversation. Because like I said, I don't go back and forth with nobody. Hey Keita, I don't go back and forth with anyone. I want to make sure that we can be able to talk as adults, and I felt like, eventually I could talk to you. And I was like, so you know what? I'm just gonna put it out there. Hopefully she come by, and have a conversation. So I'm glad that you understand that.
Yes, ma'am.
um, I'm glad that you have understanding with that, and I hope the best for everybody, even the people that was named. I want these people to flourish. I want you to flourish. I want, even if our channels are going in different directions or whatever direction, I want us all to do well in whatever we got going on, right? And I want us all to grow and to learn to be better people because life is so short. The world is so evil. Things is happening everywhere, right? And we just want to make sure that we are better people. And that is my goal. And it's not, I'm not trying to make up no inspirational quote from Instagram or nothing, but I really do. That's my motive in when creating this channel. And yeah, I rather have allies than enemies. Tell you that, especially with Queen Regina. We want an ally,
Selena,
you
you
know.
were never gonna have a back and forth with Queen, because Queen don't do that, and I
Nah, I
respect
don't
you.
even. And
And
especially, yeah,
yeah,
especially with old, like I
yes,
say, to a certain extent, some older people deserve to get cussed out. Now, I'm not all, but you do have some older people that don't know when to stop. But there is, like I said, there's a right and a wrong way to do everything, right? You may not like someone, you may not agree with someone, but there's a right way to confront an issue. You don't always have to be cutthroat. You don't always have to be bullying somebody. There's a right way to do some things, if people will actually take the time to do it, right? And and I hope we all can learn something from this situation. What
Mhm.
do you have anything to say, Queen Regina, on that?
Yes, I think you had asked a question that Queen Regina defended me earlier part this year, and I really don't know why. Why don't
Mm.
you know why?
Well, you know, I mean, I'm just gonna say, I don't. The reason why I said that was because most people, they see things and they don't speak upon it, like, again, because it's nobody's business, right? It's not. It's people are like, they stay out of stuff that doesn't, it's not any of their business. Just kind of like what I was talking about. Some things you just kind of sit back because you're trying to see what everything is going on, what party is doing this, what party is doing that, and you're trying to figure out. So sometimes you just kind of stay out of it because you don't want to get involved in something that could pull you into something else. But then again, I don't even know why I said that, because you do speak, you, Cream Regina, do speak a lot on everything, really. Hey Don, how are you, sweetie? So I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have said that
No,
because
no, no,
you.
that was right because I
Uh
wanted to fully explain to you
huh.
why I stood up and spoke.
Right. Yeah.
Um, it was about the issue. Number one, I do like you
Hmm.
personally, and I was returning the favor. You check
Okay.
in on me all the time, Selena.
Yeah, I did,
You
because
do.
I was concerned when that were coming at you, because um I just, to me, I just know that I know right from wrong,
Yes.
even though I didn't know you.
Mhm.
Hey Kiss, how are you, sweetie? Even though I didn't know you, I just felt like, well, hey, that's going a little too far, calling tumbleweed pussy and all that. That was just really weird.
Yeah.
So I didn't agree with that.
And you know me, I don't come with no script, and I'm gonna
Right.
uh transparent. And
Right.
so we had already established a mutual understanding just
Mhm.
what it's like being a black woman in America.
Right. Mhm.
And
Mhm.
I understood, and I never put pressure on you. If I saw you somewhere, da 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 da, and you would still reach out to me and check on me after every explosive attack, you would check on me,
Right.
and I appreciated those checkups, Selena.
Right. I just, like I said, I just wanted to protect and make sure that
Mhm,
I didn't say anything offensive to you or to those other people that
mhm.
I really like. And I was just like, oh my God, I just felt like a tug of war kind of
Yeah,
thing. But
and I
I
never question your
Mhm.
whereabouts, or I knew not to like do things in the chat because I thought they would attack you if they
Mhm.
knew you were
Mhm.
checking up on me. Did you feel
Mhm.
that way?
No, because like I said, when I check on people, hey Don, how are you, sweetie? When I check on people, it's genuinely because I hope that they're okay.
Hmm.
I don't do things just because I want to be known by someone for whatever reason. When I really check on anybody, if they're going through something and I'm cool with them or I don't have a problem with them, I wanna know if they're okay, if there's anything that I can do to help them. If
Hmm.
it's nothing but like an encouraging word or a prayer or whatever, I want to be
Hmm.
able to do that. So,
And you would do
um,
that, and I kept it a secret, our secret,
mhm,
that you
yeah,
were checking on me because I thought they would attack you.
yeah, and that's fine. Like I said, I didn't really too much care about none of that. The my thing is seeing people as humans. Like, you ain't. I would say, you know how they say in the in the old people say, you ain't did me no never mind. So basically, you ain't never did anything to me. So I was just like, I didn't. I guess I kind of saw you as a grandmother or a mother or something like that, because you're around the age of my mother. And I was like, well, you know, if this something was doing like this, somebody was doing this to my mother, how would I feel? Or my aunts or anybody in my family, how would I feel about that? And so I just kind of put it in that perspective. And I really didn't care anything about that at all, about anybody saying anything because I was checking
Well,
on you.
but we kept it a secret, Selena.
Yeah. I mean, hey, it's a lot of people I check up behind the scenes because
Yeah.
I when I genuinely say I like somebody, I genuinely do.
And that's why I knew you was a good person, and I didn't want harm to come your way. So I stayed silent, and I appreciated you. And
Mhm.
when I seen the same man that was a part of my attacks attack you, is why I stood up among another black woman being attacked
Mhm.
for no reason. Is why I stood up. I stood up for what was right.
Mhm. Mhm.
That's
Mhm.
why I stood up. And I'm standing up right now for the other woman, for what's right.
Mhm. Mhm.
And it doesn't matter whether or not I like the person, I don't like the thing that's going on.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, like I said, Miss Regina, I just know for me, I ain't got no problem with you. I ain't got no problem with those other people that I support as well. I support all y'all. I support y'all all. I hope the best. And again, I apologize if I was being insensitive on what you were going through or what you have been through. That was not my intentions. And I just want us to make. I want to make you understand, if you didn't understand, that that was not my intention. And I really hope the best for everybody, to be honest with you. um that is really my intention, and that's why I want to have a conversation with you again. I didn't want to hold you. I know you have things you got going on, so, and everybody else, I hope everybody else has a good day. And is there anything else you would like to say before I get off, Regina, Miss Regina?
No, ma'am, because I've gotten too triggered by the whole thing.
Yeah. But you just know, like I said, just know that with me and even these other people, my intentions is to support all of y'all. That is my intention, and it ain't to start no confusion. It's to really to bring peace to a situation, to bring understanding. And that is just all I want to do. I want to stay in my lane doing my thing, and I don't want to get involved in no mess no more. So I appreciate you for coming up. I'm sorry that that triggered you, that conversation. I really am. So I don't know what more I can say, but I hope you understand where I'm coming from and how I view you in the situation. Um, it's nothing but love over here for you, even those people that you named. I want the best for you guys, and I want you to also get some healing from this, because when we go through traumatic experiences in our life, sometimes we need that healing. Um, we need it to get through a certain point in our life to move forward. And I really hope that um, you can get that, Miss Regina, because I kind of seen some things that you've done, and I said, well, Miss Regina, it looked like you're really trying to move forward. That's how I see you now. You're really trying to move forward into a different direction, and that's a good thing. And you also, to me, it's a lot of things you are kind of calling down the middle on some things, you know? And that is a really great thing. Are you still there, Miss Regina? Are you still
Oh, I'm
okay?
still here.
Yeah, I see you
I, I've
calling some things
I've
down the middle.
always called things down the middle, and I've always been who I am.
Mhm.
I think
Mhm.
as other people in this sector need to either do things differently or be who they are. If this is who they are, then it's who they are. I
So,
am 57 years old this year.
wow.
I came to YouTube, and
Mhm.
out of 400,000 subscribers, I was picked for as a moderator, a
You're right.
silent, a silent moderator,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
was chosen to be a moderator and for someone to be attacked. And everyone wanted me to stay quiet. No,
Yeah.
I stayed quiet long enough.
Can I ask
And
you? Oh, go
yes, go
ahead.
ahead. No, you anything. I'm here. Anything
Um,
you want.
can I
Go
ask you
ahead.
something like genuinely, is there anything that you felt like you could have did differently?
And what
Just in general on YouTube. Is there anything that you felt like you could have did differently, or you felt like you've done the best that you know, or like is there some things that you wish that you learned on like the teachable moments you've learned?
no, I just stood strong
Mhm.
through a massive campaign. And now today is
Mhm.
everyone say Queen Regina told us. She told us about that person. She told us about that person. And I just hope all the other people who follow
Mhm.
others learn to stand up. Get your own channel like Selena did.
Mhm.
Study, research.
Mhm.
And if you don't believe in a campaign of hate, don't participate.
Right.
So it's nothing I could have done.
Okay. Okay. Hey Chris, how are you, sweetie? Yeah, so that's basically all I want to ask you, well, another question, where do you see your channel, what direction do you see your channel actually going into?
I'm not a YouTuber. I will
You
come,
not
no, I
Hey
will
me.
come every now and again and speak when there's chaos. There's one thing about people from this sector, just like with this little play,
Hey
they
Ernest.
want to, turn it up, spin it different ways, whatever. No, let's squash this shit. This is a play,
Hey
and
Lena.
that's not
Uh-huh.
his information being posted up. We ain't gonna keep on with all these little reactions and these little videos. It's a
Mm-hmm.
play on both sides.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay, so that's my voice when I come. I just don't like the faking, phony, selective outrage.
Yeah, I can get that too, and you deal with the consequences, because like I said, anything we say, it's gonna be some some consequences behind it.
They know me. I don't care. I'm gonna put names on it, but I'm not gonna do that on your channel. And
Yeah,
I'm
thank
being
you.
very diplomatic on your channel. And that's
Yes,
why
you
I
have.
told you I don't want you to be attacked. That's why I never disclosed that you will always check on me. But
Yeah.
today, this conversation, it was necessary to disclose
Hmm.
that, in my opinion.
Well, I appreciate your time. You coming up here to express that. I appreciate that so very much. Um, And like I said, I hope everybody has an understanding of why I did this. Because I'm like, no, let me nip this in the bud right here, because my agenda for everyone is to support people. I've always been a supporter, and for people that I really rock with. So I wanted to really get an understanding, and I was hoping that you would have an understanding that that was definitely not my agenda, not my motive. um I want you guys to flourish in whatever your platform is. Um, and yeah, I just want the best for people, and I want the best for you guys. I want the best for the people in my chat. Like, I thank everybody for coming and supporting me this little short live. I am doing a live tonight, but I just want to make sure I did this separate uh, from the live tonight. So thank you so much, Miss Regina, for coming up here. You know, I always call you Miss Regina,
I know
but
it, Sarita.
no.
You're welcome so much, and thank you for understanding the message
Hmm.
I was putting forward. And you didn't take your platform in attack because that was not my intention.
No, no. Like I said, and my thing was too. I always try to come and have a conversation with people if they would allow it to be. Because some people they want to violate you. But I believe in having conversations if I can with a person, but some people are unreasonable and I can't deal with unreasonable people. So
Right.
I choose to not have conversations with them. Because like I always told you, I don't go back and forth with people. I just want to see you. So if I can see you, I can get you. But anyway, you have a blessed day, Miss Regina. I don't want to hold you up.
Okay,
Thank you so
darling.
much
All
for
right.
coming up. And
And if there's ever a discussion about anything that we discussed today with the other folks on the other side, if you can, ask
mhm,
them that same question you asked me. Is there
mhm.
anything you could have done differently?
I know it's a lot of things I could have done differently.
Not
Damn it!
you, the
I know.
party.
I
Because
ain't gonna.
you was down the middle. I'm saying the party,
Uh,
the
yeah,
victim
I
and the
understand what you
victim.
said.
Yes.
You know.
Because to ask me, the victim, that is still insensitive, Selena.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
that's asking a lady if she could have wore a different dress.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay. See, I need
okay,
to know people's trick, and the thing, and I'm glad you're telling me this
and that's
because
why I'm saying it today because I walked away the last time a little like put off, but I'm
yeah,
saying it today without leaving upset. Okay.
yeah, and that wasn't to upset you. It's just I know for me, I wasn't trying to be like saying that you did anything. I'm just saying, is there something? Because I know there's some things that I wish I could have done differently. I'm just gonna be honest with you, and that's just
Well,
how I
yeah, because you
feel.
was in the mix with this stuff. I wasn't. I was pulled out
Yeah,
of this. Shoot.
yeah. So I know for me, I'm
I
just
wasn't
like,
in no discord.
yeah. I'm like, yeah, it's some things I was like, damn, if I could just go back a few months ago, there was
Yeah,
some things I would have been like, wow. Uh, yeah. So thank you so much.
you are
Okay,
welcome so
I'm gonna
much.
read some comments. Y'all
Okay.
know I know my answer. Okay. Hang up. Okay. Who else? Let's go down, go up the chat. I missed a lot of comments, and I'm sorry to everybody because I was just trying to focus
I'm gonna go
on
ahead
what
and
I
mute
was
so you can
saying.
focus on your audience and read your chats. Okay.
Okay, thank
Have
you,
a
Queen
beautiful
Jean.
day.
You too.
Mhm.
I appreciate everybody that came through here. This is a last minute live. Even some of the Bush people that didn't want to come in the chat, probably because they were being nosy. But anyway, even the Bush people, thank you guys for coming through. And okay, let me go. I'm sorry. So, okay. Yeah, I just wanted to have a discussion. I don't look, this is the first time I'm doing all of this YouTube stuff. I don't know how to be political correct. Sometimes I'm gonna be political incorrect, I guess, because I don't know. We don't know people. We don't know people's triggers. Um, we want to be fair, especially if we like multiple people. We want to be appeasing to everybody. I can, and unfortunately, we're not going to be able to. We're not going to be able to. But if we can come to a conversation, if we can come to a conversation and have an understanding, That's gonna be just what that is. Yes, right. Thank you, Chicky. Just be you. And that's all I can be. Cause like I said, I really on all parties, I really do wish the best for everybody. I hope everybody can heal. I hope everybody can move on and do big things with their channel, with their lives. That is the ultimate thing, like I really want for people. And I am and in that I am being me when I say that. You know, everybody is different. You did nothing wrong, Selena. Great time. Thank you, Lon Lon. I appreciate that. Cause if anybody, Lonnie will tell me, girl, mm-mm. So I appreciate that. Even Cheeky will, and Candy, and Keita. I hope everybody appreciated that conversation because I definitely needed that conversation because, like I said, I believe in kind of getting an understanding with people instead of trying to just go off and do it, say things that I can't take back. One thing in life you can't take back time and you can't take back words. Hey, Denise, hey my girl. So if you say things, you're gonna have to stand on it. You know what I'm saying? So I try to be now I'm really more careful with what I say and how I say things. Because sometimes we don't know we're being offensive to people. Sometimes we don't know when we are, I guess, triggering someone's when they're, in an emotional place. We don't know that because we don't know, especially if we don't know people and we're on the internet. So we really don't know. And yes, really. So, us, we got diarrhea at the mouth sometimes. So we don't mean no harm, but sometimes we say things and it's kind of like, oh shoot, I shouldn't have said that. You know what I'm saying? So I have got in many, especially when I was young, I was always in trouble with my mouth. I stayed in trouble with my mouth. I was I was a good girl, but my mouth boy got me in a world of trouble with my, with your parents, your grandparents, your uncles, your aunties. So I had always had a mouth, but I am learning to kind of curve it a little bit, um, because I understand that I'm dealing with all different types of people, right? Everybody has a different upbringing. Everybody has different experiences that shape them. So, you just have to try to be understanding and be courteous. Like I said, everybody have a great afternoon. I hope I didn't bore you with this conversation. And I hope that for the most part, you guys, whether indifferent or different, that you like someone. I always believe in if you can get an understanding with people. If you can't get an understanding with people, leave them alone. But my first option is to try to reach out to people and to make sure that I can bring some type of, I would say maybe reconciliation if I can, or some type of understanding where it was a misunderstanding. You guys know from the people that actually support me that my goal is not to go out here and hurt anyone, even the people that I don't rock with. I usually just leave people alone if I don't rock with you, I don't like you, or whatever. But I'm not. My intentions is not to go around hurting people on the internet. That's just not what I want to do. Now I will have sometime my opinion where I'll say things, and it's gonna be concerning I would say more on what concerns me than anyone else. I'll say that, because like I said, sometimes, hey Leticia, sometimes speaking on other people, you can open some things there that you're not willing to go into, if that makes sense. Because whatever you say, you best to believe you're gonna have to stand on that and you're gonna have to deal with that because you don't know how another person is gonna take it, right? So, hey, watch them niggas. How are you, sweetie? Um, Make sure you guys, and I think I spoke to you, Leticia. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Please push the notification button. Tonight, I will be going live if nothing, God willing, if nothing happens. I'm going to be talking a little bit about betrayal, and it ain't about nobody in Pacific, so just know that it's about more about life and how either we have betrayed someone or someone has betrayed us, right? And I want to show people the definition, basically, if you don't know the definition of what is betrayal, you know. And I know for me how to overcome betrayal and how not to betray someone else. Because sometimes we betray other people not knowingly, and we don't sometimes we don't mean no harm, and sometimes we do. So I'm going to be talking a little bit about that. Like I said, I want my content to be more on things like that, more than directly to anyone, because I'm not going back and forth. You got the wrong person. You got the wrong person for that. So we ain't doing that. And if you trying to do it, then you're going to be talking to yourself, right? Thank you, Leticia. So yeah. Hey, Wild Joker Ace, how are you, sweetie? So I hope you guys understand the conversation. It's about bringing understanding. Whether if some of y'all like certain people or not, I'm about peace. I got, in life you got enough problems, right? So when you go on social media, you ain't got time for that. No, I don't have time for it. And plus it's the summer for me, so I'm trying to have a good time. So y'all have a good day today. Hopefully I'll see some of you guys tonight. And thank you so much, Miss Regina. Hopefully you guys will come back tonight. If not, I understand. I know it's a lot of other things. Damn D and Mob, my boys over there, they having great content. And Mr. Kwame Brown. Then we got Shay Love. We got who else is in here that's a content creator? Let's see. Oh, Cheeky got some good history channel. She talks about a lot, especially um the Black history. She has a lot of that and other type of history. Check her out. Young Riez has a channel. Right, Young Riez, do you ever go live? Oh, Sagittarius BU, don't worry about it. Okay. Lena, you a Sagittarius? Oh my goodness. Empress, I don't know if you going live tonight. Lon. Let's see. Whoever else is going live tonight, hey, I want everybody to be supported. Well, let me not tell that lie. Not everybody. I'm just playing. No, I'm not playing. But y'all have a great day. Free thinkers, thank you. I see I'm gonna have to check out that video. Somebody said that you reposted, you edited. So I'm gonna go and look at that. So I can get me a good laugh. Yeah, so everybody have a great day. And hopefully I'll see you tonight. If not, I understand. Be blessed. Goodbye. Love you to Reese's Pieces.